Good evening, friends, ladies and gentlemen. You are aware that today we are observing all over India the National Police Commemoration Day. You may be remembering on this day only, 61 years ago, on 21st October 1959, the Chinese troops and the forces attacked our police personnel in Ladakh, where they killed and assassinated 10 policemen and took away 5 policemen to their country, and after keeping them for more than a month and for torturing them, on 28th November 1959, they returned the dead bodies. It was a shame for all of us, and in order to remember this episode, in order to strengthen ourselves, strengthen the police force, to be more vigilant, since that day, on this very day, we are observing this day as the Police Commemoration Day. In Hindi, we call it Police Smriti Divas. On this day, we remember them and we pay tribute to them for their outstanding contribution and while they lost their lives because of such accidents. So friends, you may be aware that in the year 2018, on this day itself, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji, inaugurated the National Police Memorial at Chanakyapuri in New Delhi, in a sprawling campus of 12 acres, where everything is exhibited. On this day, he also informed all of us that around 35,000 police personnel and 34,844 in particular have lost their lives because of one reason or the other while performing their respective duties. So we pay homage and tribute to them. Today, on this day, Honorable Narendra Modi ji also addressed the nation and informed and remembered the police personnel who have recently lost their lives after performing their duties as the Corona warriors. They were vigilant throughout the day and night to ensure that people do not break discipline, they maintain social distancing. Wherever there is a crowd, you should disperse for having social and personal distancing, and many of them have lost their lives. We also pay tribute to them. We offer floral tribute to them, and we hope that such accidents are reduced to zero. How shall we achieve this milestone of reducing the number of such accidents? That is possible also by being more vigilant, by providing refresher courses and training to the police personnel. While they are appointed in these services, they are very young, 18, 19 and all that. That time the mind is semi-finished. It all depends how shall we finally finish these products by giving them effective training, by making them aware of the scientific techniques and innovations in policing, in modern policing. Our rules and regulations which were framed a few hundred years ago by the Britishers are being followed. There is an urgent need that there is a massive change. There is no need of modification. Gone are the days. We have done enough modifications. We have to entirely change the system by having a massive survey of what should be the style of policing, what should be the style of judgments. So friends, It's a very important topic. Now, coming back to the training aspects, it's very important that such scientific training is provided by the state police academies, National Police Academy, the Bureau of Police Research and Development, which is the apex body for police research and development for providing training. There have been many commissions constituted by the Government of India regarding police reforms, attitude of police, their training, the need for modern arms and equipments. There is also an urgent need that we train them in such a way that not only theories are taught, the practicals are taught. They must know how to really operate the equipment, the arms and ammunition they have been given. Many times we find in the news, newspaper or television, that there was a show where many of the police personnel could not switch on their arms and ammunition because either there was some technical fault or because the equipments were obsolete. It could not operate to enable the bullet to come out. Sometimes they are overweight, sometimes they are underweight. So there should be medical facilities. The way modern medical facilities are available for the defense personnel, I don't think medical facilities are adequate for police personnel. Hundreds and thousands of police personnel are appointed in the state governments. There has to be a medical corps to take care of them, to make them fit and healthy. So, all these things are very important, whether it's a matter of giving them some rest, de-stressing their mind because they work day and night. All those things are to be redefined so that they optimize their mind for enabling them to throw themselves into a new environment of India with full of zeal and enthusiasm, so that the Indian citizenry and the Indian government and the state governments, union territory governments could use the knowledge of police personnel in an effective manner. So that is very important. Friends, in this connection, I am pleased to inform that 5 years ago, our organization, our host of universities, in association with like-minded institutions and organizations, organized discussions and interaction meets in order to give birth to a national level public platform for ensuring police reforms by also having a consortium, an inventory of experts belonging to judiciary, advocacy, science, technology, management, policing, all the related aspects, so that their knowledge could be shared with such police personnel. And the organization's name we selected and which was finalized, and we have received messages and good wishes of encouragement from many of the policy makers, including the central ministers, also the chief ministers, as also the governors of states and UTs. The name of the organization I would like to mention, which is PRIDE. Full form of PRIDE is Police Reforms Initiative for Development and Empowerment. The idea is to deal with police and policing. Second word is reforms. So we have talked of reforms, which is badly required. I told you why. Initiative. We have taken initiatives at different levels. Different organizations and ministries and government have to take their own new initiatives. But why? For development, for empowerment. Development of our country, development of our countrymen, development of our police, empowerment of the government, empowerment of the citizenry of India, empowerment of the police. So So all those words are important. Police Reforms Initiative for Development and Empowerment. The short form acronym is PRIDE. So we are proud and we have pride in working for this organization. Organizations like State Police Academy, National Police Academy or Bureau of Police Strategy Development are welcome to contact us. It will be a pleasure for us to provide training also in different states. Initially, even in, say, states like UP or for that matter Delhi, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Delhi, we can have the training campuses, training platforms where the police personnel consisting of the constables, senior constables, head constables, ASIs, SIs, DYSP and also IPS officers holding the post of either SPs or senior SPs or DIG or IG or for that matter ADGP or Director General of Police. All such persons could be invited in a proportionate manner. If there is one or two IPS officers, there have to be at least 10 to 15 ASIs, SIs and inspectors, DYSPs, whereas the remaining constables could be about say 40 or so. A total strength of 50, it will be a cohesive group where everything can be learned and then we can come to a conclusion that the communication gap among them comes to zero. These days it is found that communication gap is wide. It has to come to zero. How that shall be possible will all be discussed. In the meantime, we are again putting our naman, our floral tributes to all such police brothers and sisters who have lost their lives during the past 61 years from this day, that is 21st October 1959 till date, and I told you about 34,844 lives have been lost. Now it may be more than 35,000. Every year some 300 to 400 lives are gone. So we have to be really careful, and we also hope that there will be effective training to ensure that the police personnel are de-stressed. Some timings are decided when they shall work, their health should be fit, and all those things are to be discussed today. With these words, I thank you very much. Jai Hind.